Well, we are back now here on KTLA. What you're looking at is a wild pursuit through Granada Hills at this point. Now on surface streets at one point, making some wild decisions on the freeway there through Northridge. Rick?
Yeah, Tim Lynn, let's go right up to Tim. He's in Sky 5 overhead. Tim, this guy's going very fast on the Northridge streets.
Right, he's southbound on Woodley, just came off the 118. He made a couple U-turns on Woodley, or on the 118 freeway, east and west, and going back and forth, and then all of a sudden I jumped off here and is really ripping along here southbound Woodley, coming down towards Van Nuys Airport. Now it's a stolen vehicle right now. It started off here in North Hollywood, got on that 118 freeway, went all the way out to Porter Ranch, and then turned around and came back, and then he's been going back and forth on the freeway, as I said, and coming up to Devonshire here, still southbound on Woodley, and really right through the intersection right there, very quick, passing traffic. And this is, like I said, Woodley just went through Devonshire, coming down towards the freeway, or down towards the airport here, and just really cranking along. LAPD is in pursuit of this vehicle, a stolen vehicle. They have an air unit overhead, as well as the other media ships as well. There you see the air unit flying right through the shot, and they're the ones calling the pursuits. Oh, coming to the stop. Oh, it made a turn right there, cut off that one car, nearly had a crash right there as he made the turn. And now he's on Plummer, westbound away from Woodley. Now this is taking it back over into the Van Nuys area, continuing on. And that was a very close call right there at Plummer and Woodley. But this guy is showing no regard for the other folks around him. He's just trying to get away. But he's kind of circling the same area here on the north end of Van Nuys, really cooking along, as you can see right there. Now he's on the brakes pretty hard, coming up to the intersection, making a turn back to the east. And as we turn back to the east, you can see the LAPD spotlight on him. Now on Havenhurst eastbound, back from northbound Havenhurst, coming away from Plummer, and just really cooking along here. It just, man, that was a close call back there at that one intersection. But luckily, the streets out here are pretty quiet. Coming up to the next intersection, that's 5's up on the northwest corner, and just continuing on here, coming up to making us. Okay, now turning back to the east, and you can see police cars coming opposite direction as he comes around, and now on Lassen eastbound away from Havenhurst there as he continues on. I'm watching for the other helicopters here, as well as watching and listening to the LAPD helicopter call this pursuit. We have 5 units in pursuit right behind him, and continuing on, the LAPD helicopter calling this pursuit for them as he comes up these intersections through that yellow light, pretty high rate of speed there, and then through Woodley, still continuing eastbound, and we're moving right along, coming over towards the 5 freeway as we come in, and it's really moving right along here. Now we have a second LAPD helicopter coming in, so we're having to climb up here just a little bit as he pushes through traffic. Coming up to the next intersection, you got a red light here. Ooh. And as he pushes his way through around traffic, kind of getting blocked off by the other vehicle. LAPD coming in, just jamming him right in there, doing what they call a blue angel. They come in and they just jam him in. LAPD, that's a CHP officer right there in the front, pointing the gun at him, pulled over right in front of him, blocked him off. LAPD right behind him. The 16 indicates Foothill Division, LAPD. Yeah, but that CHP officer just really pulled right in there. The passenger officer bailed out of the car. Very dangerous for him. Very dangerous for him getting out there. He could have been rammed very easily, but you can see right now, CHP officer moving out of the way, moving back with the LAPD officers, getting into the position of advantage. Now they're going to call this guy out. You can see his hands are out. Wow, that was something else to block off a car like that. But right now it looks like he's cooperating, going to drop the keys out, open the door, stepping his way out. Man, that was something else. You can see right there, hands up, cooperating with the officers right now. That's the best thing he could do, because there's no way that he's going to get away at this point. But now laying down on the ground, now the team of officers will come out and then check the car to make sure there's no one else in it. But he's completely surrounded, as you see right there as I'm moving Sky 5 around. Now here's the officers going to check the vehicle out. And I'm moving up, and then they'll indicate to the other officers that everything's okay. There's the code 4 sign, and 5's up over the top of 9. And then right there, the other officers will come up, and then the rest team will come in. will come in and take custody of him and hold his hands and handcuff him. Man, what a pursuit. This thing was ripping through the streets, got up on the 118 freeway, and now come to a successful end here in Van Nuys. So that's the latest. Cher, let me send it back down to you in the studio.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for that. And there it is, the end to this pursuit that was a pretty wild chase, and at least now the suspect in custody. That's going to do it for us here on the KTLA News alongside Rick Chambers. Thanks for tuning in. But hey, you got to wait up. We've got sports final with Darren Horton next and more news on the Kings' big win.